Hey guys, are you or a 4-H kid you know geeked out about building robots? Then chances are you're planning to make robotics your project for this year. If that's you, then you need to know that there are several projects to choose from, and I'm here to help you decide which project area might be best for you. So the first question to answer is, what materials do you plan to use to build your robot? If you're using a name brand kit like Lego Mindstorm, Vex, or some other platform where the robot brain, the parts, and especially the software used to program it all come in the same packaging, then chances are you're using what we call a closed source platform. Now, if that sounds like you, then you want to enroll in what we call Robotics 1 or Robotics 2. You may have noticed that the books for these two project areas mentions what's called an EV3. That's just the new name that's given to the Lego Mindstorm robot controller. But don't worry, if you are using the Lego Mindstorm's controller and you still have an NXT brick, or if you're using a Vex system, you're still able to complete all of the activities in Book 1 and Book 2. If you're new to using the closed source robotics platform, then you should choose the project book for Robotics 1. So Robotics Book 1 will cover what a robot is, how to build it, and the basics of programming using a visual programming language. Now, if building robots like this is really your jam, and you may even be a part of a robot building club or a team that competes regularly, you'll want to choose Robotics Level 2, where you'll learn how to build robots using multiple sensors and robots that can interact with their environment. So that takes care of the first option. Now for the second. All right, so you might not have access to closed source robotics kit like what we just talked about, such as the name brand systems like Lego Mindstorm or Vex, or maybe even it's the case that programming is not really your thing, but just the building of the robot. This next category of project area is the one you want to really pay attention to. If you prefer not to program robots, but you really like building robot-like machines and mechanisms and components, this area called Junk Drawer Robotics is probably for you. One of the cool things about Junk Drawer Robotics is that you don't need a computer to build really cool robot-like machines and components. So level 1 of this project area will teach you how robots use arms to do things. Level 2 will teach you all about wheels and drivetrains and how robots move from one place to the next. Level 3 is called Mechatronics, and in this project area you will learn about the electronic components that you can add to your robot so that your machines can take on a life of their own. All 3 levels of Junk Drawer Robotics will teach you how to design, think, and communicate just like an engineer. Now for the last option of robot building awesomeness. So this is for those who have discovered and fallen in love with mixing and matching parts and components from wherever they can find them to build robots. The kids who like to tinker with programming languages like Java, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, Python. It's called open source robotics. And it's open source because the parts, the controllers, and the software used to program can be found almost anywhere, and oftentimes for free. All right, if you're building robots using Arduino, Raspberry Pi, or any other open source platform, then you want to enroll in the project called Junk Drawer Robotics Level 3 Mechatronics. So I think that covers all the options for now. We'll come back in like a month or two to discuss how those options will impact your choices and opportunities for exhibit at fair. I think you're really going to like those options once you see them. Until then, guys, I want you to go out and build some awesome robots. I'm Mr. A, and this is 4-H.